Hey there, Chrissy here for Therm O Web, and I'm going to show you how to make that center card out of those three using some new product from Gina K, created exclusively for Therm O Web. So I die cut a circle out of white cardstock using that fabulous double stitch circle. And now I've got some grass green foil that you saw I had there. So I would like to point out that all of these products by Gina K all coordinate together. So I had die cut the word earth out of the coordinating grass green premium cardstock, and it matches the foil perfectly. It also matches the ink perfectly. So you see everything kind of pulls together. It's easy peasy to do. Everything coordinates. There's the cardstock. You can see I die cut it there. They come in different packs with different colors, and all the colors, you can kind of see some of the inks there, coordinate with the papers as well as with the foil. And then there's also a couple ribbon options as well. So I'm sticking with the grass green for this project. It seemed kind of appropriate for an Earth Day card. So I am also going to stamp a partial sentiment onto this circle. So I just want to use that day from the birthday, and I'm going to use the happy. So I'm just going to adhere this using my tape runner from Therm O Web. And it's super fast, super easy. This stuff is great because it adheres really, really well. Once you stick it on, it's not coming off. So make sure you have it in the right spot. I die cut it off camera just using a basic die. And so that's on there. So I'm going to use my Misty stamping tool to kind of lay out what I want to do first. You don't have to have a Misty to do this project. You can just use a regular acrylic block. I just kind of like to see what I'm doing lots of times before I stamp it. So you can see right there how well it all matches. All the greens are basically the same. So I am going to stamp, like I said, just the day out of birthday. So I have it in position, and then I'm just going to put a Post-it note over the birth part of it. So now when I ink everything up, only day gets inked. Now you can also ink up the whole thing and then use like a baby wipe or your finger to clean it off if you want to. I just think that this is an easy way to do things. So now I have the swirls in flourishes cut. I trimmed it to, I think it was about 2 inches to fit the length of the card. And I have my laminator heated up, and I'm going to put some of that grass green foil over it inside parchment paper, and I'm going to run it through my laminator. And while that is happening, I'm just going to go real quick and I'm going to stamp the earth onto some of the white premium cardstock from Gina K. I stamped it 3 times because 1, my first impression wasn't the greatest, and 2, I knew I was going to make additional cards that I was going to use that stamp again. So I'm just going to color them in real quickly using some Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers, and I'm just using some basic colors. I have a couple greens and a couple blues. Nothing too crazy. I don't want the focal point of my card to be this image. I really want it to be the foil and the sentiment and everything that kind of goes together. So you can see I'm just coloring it in real quickly. These are alcohol markers. So what I do is I usually start with the lighter color first, and then I come in with the darker colors, and then I go back in with the light or medium to kind of blend it again. So I did add like a darker blue and then a darker green. I just kind of wanted to make it look a little more realistic. But like I said, it's nothing super fancy. It does not need to be perfect. And then there is, a die cut you could use, but I just cut it out with my scissors because it was a lot faster, and that way I could do it on camera and show you. I actually fussy cut things. So my foil came out and it looked pretty good. So I just went and I grabbed some of my 3D foam squares. And I'm going to adhere that onto my card base. My card base is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So it's a top folding card. And like I said, I had cut this, I think it was about 2 inches by, probably 5 1/4. That seems about right. Now you can see that I don't have foil on all of the spots. I thought that this looked kind of cool for Earth Day. Like, I don't know, it just seemed like it kind of fit with the card. If you are having a problem with it not foiling, all you have to do is use like a lint-free wipe or like a chalk pack, and just wipe it off. Make sure it's perfectly clean. Like, don't let your fingers touch it because you have oil on your fingers, and that could stop the foil from adhering. I personally didn't care when I did this because I didn't mind if it looked kind of like distressed. I thought it was kind of neat looking. So you have 2 options when you do this. You can make sure it looks nice and clean, or you can kind of distress it, which is fun too. So now to finish off the card, you saw that I just kind of put everything together. I'm just going to drop a couple of sequins on here. I just use a liquid adhesive, and I drop it onto a paper towel, and that way I can just put like a small amount on with my tweezers. this just kind of works the best for me. You can use that, you can use all kinds of things. I just like this method. So here is the finished card. I made 2 others off camera just to show how much fun it is to use all of these Gina K products. So make sure to stop by the blog and see what's going on every day. Thanks, bye.